How are ya? I'm here with Tanda Cook, and we're going to talk just a little bit about prescribing play. So why would you prescribe play?
So one of the biggest issues that I have seen sort of across the board with my patient population is that most of us are running on the sympathetic dominance. So you have that rest and digest response, which is the parasympathetic, right? That's the rest and chill out and heal and repair. And then you have the sympathetic, which is that fight or flight response. And most of us, and the image that I came up with the other day is like, if you view your central nervous system as your brain and your spine, and this is not really anatomy, but how I am imagining this, are there two wires that are coming off of your spine and connecting to the rest of your body. And one wire is red, that's the sympathetic, that's the fight or flight response, that's that stress response. And then there is the rest and digest parasympathetic wire, that's the blue wire, right? And so your spine's coming down and there are these two wires. Now, when life happens at us, because it does whether you like it or not, right? So life is happening at you, and so you have these perceived stressors, say your bank account or your job, or you almost get in a car accident. Your body will wire and react to the world from that red wire, that stress response, that sympathetic dominance. And so when we keep reacting to the world via that stress response, then that red wire is always wired to your spine. And when you are running on chronic stress, then disease, dis-ease will happen. It doesn't matter which way you shake it, right? And so one of the things that happens when the stress response comes out is cortisol. Cortisol gets a really bad rap, but it's actually a really cool hormone because it keeps us alive. So in acute stressors, like you see a tiger, you're like, oh my gosh, there's a tiger, I need to survive this. And the body secretes cortisol, and cortisol does lots of things. So when you're running from a tiger, your body does not care about fighting infections. It's like that bacteria infection, who cares? We have a tiger to survive. So your immune system kind of hangs out in the back seat, like waiting to come back up and like deal with bacterial infection. The other thing your body doesn't care about when it's running from a tiger is digesting the hamburger that you just ate. So it pulls all of the blood out of the digestive tract into the muscles so that we can go run. The other thing that cortisol does is stores fat, specifically in this region. So why? Because the body's super smart, because it sees a tiger. It's like, I don't know how long we're gonna be running from this tiger. We might as well store as much fuel or energy, fat, as we can to survive that tiger. Then in theory, you run from the tiger, you survive, and then, so that wire, that red wire was coming off your spine, you survived, and then it went, and then hooked up to that blue wire, and you went back into that rest and digest state. Your body, your immune system starts working again, your body starts burning fat properly, your digestive tract starts working properly, and all the inflammation goes down. So that's how we should be running our life, from the blue wire. The problem is we are running from proverbial tigers on the reg. And so our spine is constantly wired to that red wire, which over time will not keep you alive, right? In the acute sense, it will. In the chronic sense, it will cause dis-ease. So why do I prescribe play? Play is deep breathing and play are two of the number one things that will unwind that red wire and rewire the blue wire, which we should be running on, because we need rest and digest. We need to repair and heal. And that's what the blue wire's job is doing. And that's what play is reminding your body to do. So if you don't know how to play, then think about what you used to do when you were little. So just to give you an example, when I was little, I was playing with toy horses and toy farms.
Shocker.
And now I just have a really big one, right? Now I just have the live version, the real human version. So, now, am I telling you you have to go, get a farm? No. I'm telling you to connect with a thing that makes you, from the inside, be joyous. Mm-hmm. I read something the other day that joy is something that you cannot think about and experience. You actually have to physically be in the present, the now, to experience joy. So I'm prescribing play, and I'm prescribing joy, and I'm giving you permission to go be a kid. So if you're driving by a swing set and you're like, oh, remember when? I want you to pull the car over and get out and go swing. That's the prescription. So
awesome.
Funsy Friday.
Funsy Friday. So it's Friday, and instead of me doing the Just for Funsies Friday,
I am going to tell you what to do for Funsy Friday.
Here's your challenge.
Yeah, so your Funsy Friday challenge is so there's a game that we play around our dinner table every night. So it doesn't matter if it's just me and Justin or if it's a whole group like we did last night. Yeah. We ask a question. And last night's question was what was your favorite part of the day? And so the challenge is to, when you're sitting in a group of humans, just drop the question in the air and see what kind of super awesome answers that you get. So that's your Funsy Friday challenge. And this is Kaylin Robinson, and she is with Live Pretty Well. We will post her website on my Facebook page. You guys check her out because she is super awesome, and she is all about play and the importance of play and giving you permission to play like I just prescribed to you.
So if this wasn't enough, now you have a physician.
Correct.
Telling you.
Doctor's orders.
Doctor's orders.
Anything else?
That's it.
All right. You guys are super awesome. Love you. Bye.